Welcome to another episode of my game development diary for this game that I'm making in GameMaker Studio. Um, I added a bunch of new features since the last time because it's been a little while, and so let me just show you what I have here. Let's go to the game. So probably the most noticeable new feature is this annoying droning sound in the background, but it's not just an annoying droning sound, it's this sort of spinning vortex thing that randomly wanders through the level, and the closer you are to it, the louder it is. So if we go down here, we can't really hear it very much, but if we get closer to it, it starts to make noise. So I realize it's very annoying, but part of this was just me using placeholder sounds as well as everything else being placeholder while I figure out how to make GameMaker do what I want it to do. So I was just trying to figure out how to make something, make a sound that got louder the closer you got to an object. But that vortex thing does have a function. Just to go back and summarize what this game is about a little beast that flies around gathering treasure. There's these floating things or treasure, these floating things. And then once you've gathered treasure, you want to bring it back to your hoard. And before the hoard was this stationary perch that you start the game on, because it's not stationary, it swings back and forth, but it always stays basically here. And I decided that was a little boring, and I wanted to give people a reason to move around the level a lot more. So now the hoard is this thing that moves around, and when you land on your hoard, it scores your gold over to your score. And that's what that effect was you saw. So aside from the sound indicator, I also put in this cheap little pink arrow that points in the direction of where the hoard is. So when it's off screen, that arrow appears and it gives you an indication of where you need to go. So that's something I added. Another thing that I added is the ability to kill those plant enemies that stick their tongues out at you before they were not killable. And even actually the part though that was more work is that I made it so that all the enemies can respawn in the level. So that's not just those plant guys, but also these boxy blue guys that chase you. So when you kill them, it's not like you're depopulating the level. They all come back. And that was a little tricky for the plants because I had to make it so that they actually appeared in the right sort of spot on a piece of ground that existed and was unoccupied. And yeah, so I got that working though. And then what else is new? You can't fly out of the level, which is new, but it's not very exciting. Before you could just fly off the edge of the screen forever. Another new thing though is that as you build up your gold amount that you're carrying, I added a little sparkly special effect, so you can barely see it because I don't have much right now, but let me try and get a bunch of gold and build up a good amount of sparkle to show that off. So you can see a little bit of it. I don't know how well it shows up on this recording, but there we go. Oops, just lost it. So there's a little bit of challenge to getting the gold apparently. Apparently this is a game now. So yeah, there you can see. So that gets more and more sort of fiery as your gold amount goes up. So just a little cute special effect. Here, let's get some more gold. Yeah. Alright, so that's where I am now. I think the things that I'm thinking about doing next are, there's no real end point to any of this right now. Like, it needs to have some sort of objective you're working towards, so whether it's timed or you need to get a certain amount of gold before advancing to some new level or something like that. I have to work on that. And then I'll probably pretty soon start making some of the art and design and I guess the flavor behind it a little less placeholder. Really, at this point, I'm still just trying to get GameMaker to do what I want it to do. So everything is is really placeholder. By the way, I'm going to put some links in the comments to a couple of cool little programs that I'm using to make the sound effects, which are very placeholder sounding sound effects, but it's also kind of cool to just play with and make fun video gamey sounds. So I'll put those down there because those have been very helpful. Yeah, so I have to think about the objective. I'm going to try and tighten up the flavor a bit. And I guess that's it for now, so maybe I'll see you next week.